It's been 1 year since Mahsa Alamini died. Here's what's happened in Iran since then. Mahsa Alamini was arrested by Iran's morality police for supposedly not wearing the hijab correctly, breaking the country's strict dress code. She was 22 years old at the time. She died days after her arrest. It sparked huge protests, largely led by women. Internet and phone services were shut down in an attempt to quieten the unrest that spread across Iran, while solidarity protests took place globally. The popular chant of "Woman, Life, Freedom" could be heard and seen everywhere. Videos went viral on social media of a fire at Evin prison, which was holding political prisoners, and of the thousands of people who turned up to Alamini's grave 40 days after her death in support of the anti-government movement. Iran was experiencing its largest and most significant period of unrest since 1979. The crackdown by Iranian authorities intensified, with estimates of over 500 people being killed, including 70 children. Hundreds more were injured and thousands arrested. The regime handed out over a dozen death sentences related to the protests, and towards the end of the year began its first executions. Public figures like athletes competing internationally and actresses who have supported the protests have been reprimanded, handed travel bans, and even jail sentences. The crackdown intensified as surveillance cameras were used as another measure to identify women breaking the law, and businesses were threatened with closure if they served and accommodated women not wearing the headscarf. Alamini's uncle was even arrested days before the 1-year anniversary of her death. But the protests in Iran continue, even if on a smaller scale. Women risk going out without hijab and face increasingly longer prison sentences and harsher penalties for violating the country's rules.